Dead Film Festival. This was the Hell-arious block. Great comedy. All right, gentlemen, introduce yourselves and the films that you have done.
I'm Heath Benfield. I'm the director of the first film, He Sees All. This is...
Yeah, I'm Josh Griffey. I wrote He Sees All.
I'm Joe Riley. You've seen way too much of me already, so I think you already know which one I was in.
All right, starting off, as far as Heath, your film, why?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
So Josh and I, we went to college together, and we spent, you were like in LA for how long? 15 years? Something
10 or
like
12,
that?
something like that.
I was out in New York, and so we both ended up back home here in Indiana. We got together and we were like, God, we should come up with something like we used to do back in college. So we thought we wanted to do horror, and we're at the bar, and I'm telling him this story about, I start the story off by like, this happened to me when I was 15 on Halloween night, and it was
Not what you saw. Not what you saw. For
This is
record,
the origin story. So I'm telling him this ghost story, basically. I get to the end, and he just says, you know, you started it by saying you were 15 years old. I thought you were going to tell me some creepy story about how you were caught trying to masturbate to a dirty like porn magazine or something.
Yeah, we
And I was
were
like-
old. We had to do magazines.
I was
back
like,
then.
where the fuck did you come up with that? So that just kind of spawned from there, and the idea of Jesus watching as someone was, pleasuring themselves just spun out of control.
Yeah.
So we just kept piling on. We thought, why not make it a priest? And that's where we ended up.
Yeah. This all happened at the bar, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
you can
also
imagine.
is probably a part of how this happened.
Right.
So, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Do you have a history with comedy, or is...
Yeah, we do. We've both worked in comedy on a few different projects. So yeah, we had a YouTube series a few years ago that was pretty popular. Comedy series. Yeah.
And Joe?
And George. Hello, George. The beard, the man, the beard, the legend himself.
Charlie the Canceled Skeleton. Okay, from the Lake Parasite to now Charlie the Canceled Skeleton. What led you to do such a very different but still funny horror comedy, and to take on such controversial stuff?
Drugs. No. I mean, you know, I don't have to tell anyone. The whole world's all split down the middle now. Everyone's, if somebody has one extreme view, somebody automatically has to take the other extreme view. But actually what led to this was kind of a true story. Not the end, thank God. But while I was doing the Lake Parasite, there was one festival that it had already been over for 3 months, and we got a notification, oh, this festival updated your status for your submission. I was like, that's weird. So I go in there and it says disqualified, and then there's a whole note in there that said, your horror comedy movie included a scene of sexual assault, and that's disgusting. Like, you are not allowed to talk about sexual assault in a funny movie, even though in the movie, like, it happens and then the guy gets his dick ripped off. So it's like a very, almost like feminist kind of message there. So, but they completely flew over their head, like the whole karma of that scene. They're like, no, you are disqualified from ever submitting here because you had sexual assault in a comedy movie. So obviously we see the actors talk about how disgusting it is and canceling. Kind of came from, that was the inspiration for that. I was like, oh, thanks for the next idea for the movie there. So,
Gave you the opportunity to just go full bore.
well, I mean, yeah, like the subject itself too was just like, okay, I've got the opening now to make this. Like, you gotta go over the top with that. If you were tame with that, I mean, there were even some scenes in there that I was thinking, I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. So I really have to like think about it. All the lines of dialogue. There was a lot that was put on the cutting room floor. Some things I put back that I originally cut. I said somebody might get too offended by this thing, and like you really have to think very hard when you do that kind of comedy because you want it to be playful. You don't want it to be mean-spirited, and I hope that came across for sure.
Your writing process and how long it ended up taking you. But what are we looking at?
It took a while. So in LA, I shot the asshole tinkler part of the movie in LA. So that was all the great actors, great sets out there. So that part was very quick. The toughest part was actually just getting the comedy down for everything that came after. And also, there was no CGI in that movie too, so that was all physical effects. So that took a while to make the fake butt. The only, I guess, digital thing was superimposing that effect onto myself. But other than that, everything was all just real physical effects, real blood. So it took a long time a lot of reshoots on that, for sure, to get that one done.
And as far as he's all about, because it's only was it 4 minutes? Short?
Yeah, just about that.
How long did it take you to film that?
We shot one night. Let's see, I think overall it was like from setting up to wrapping, we were around 12 hours. Yeah. I think we had 60 shots though on my shot list.
Yeah.
I had to blow through in one night for 4 minutes long. We got there.
Awesome. All right, now we got to get the Cannibal Comedian folks up here.
Cannibal crew.
All right, guys, introduce yourselves.
Hey,
Your film.
Sure.
No. Come on.
Andrea. Hey, I'm Sean Heights, and I made this film, and let's go down the line here.
Yeah, let me stop talking.
Yeah.
Right away, or are you gonna? Okay.
Well, he's just introduced. Oh, what else did you say? Whatever, right?
State your name and your film that you're associated with.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, then I'm
I'm
Aaron
a
Prager. I'm associated with the Cannibal Comedian film. And no, to be all honest with you, this guy, I wouldn't have done this. I've been trying. This is 30 years in the making for me. I've always wanted to be an actor. I've always wanted to do this stuff, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to do some stuff. I'm just going to entertain. I get a job at Universal. See this guy. I say a couple words. He laughs at me, and then he goes, "Hey, do you know how to act?" And I'm like, "We all do." So I go, and that's what we did. We started in February of 2020. 2019. No,
2020.
No, 2020. It was 3 weeks before the pandemic.
We literally shut down after we all got
And
home.
a
It was
movie's
like
a movie's not done
blackout
until you run out of money or time. And with all that time, we were able to polish it off and do what we did. So and there's so many people to thank. The cinematography.
Let's thank, let's go down the line.
Why don't you do it?
Good introduction.
Yeah, her and him were really good.
Solid.
I have the mic still. Doesn't matter.
Who are you?
I'm Robert Dunn. I played Carrie, and I'm associated with Cannibal. Why are we even saying the movie?
I know.
We're all associated with Cannibal Comedian. And I'm just going to go down the line. I'll save the stories for later.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I was in the body bag. I did some makeup.
She's not that heavy.
Some effects.
Set dressing.
Yeah, set dressing.
She was our mom on set.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a few of our mothers.
You
We don't
get
need a
hot
mic.
with Band-Aid.
Yeah, no, she the amount of work that she put in with helping us look as good as we did, and the props and the set. So, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Austin
Q&A,
Judd, and I play
the
Crystal
last
in Cannibal Comedian. I like wrangling this guy in, it's more fun.
I need it.
And I've been with Sean from Big Top Evil. This was just another film we did. And I model and act full time. It's a greatest pleasure to be able to play pretend with other adults. Like you.
Thank you, Austin. Hi, I'm Eric Allegria. I play Juan, and I met Sean on a road trip to a stand-up comedy gig. The producer of the gig, the guy that hired us, he asked if I could give someone a ride that doesn't have a car. He just moved from Florida, and he needs a ride to the gig. So
Is that my
yeah.
low point there?
Yeah.
That was a high point.
Oh, that was a high point.
You got to start somewhere, right? And so I'm giving. I never met Sean before, and we're on a ride to the gig, and he's like, "Yeah, I wrote this movie, and yeah, you'd be great for this one role, man. I'd like to have you in the movie. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, yeah, all right, guy. I'm here giving this guy a ride because he doesn't have a car. Now he's going to put me in his movie. This is going to happen. Can't wait for this movie. So, no, but it's been a pleasure working with all these talented people. And, yeah, thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Cal Tech. The rap song at the end, I wrote that. Jokes on you. I hope y'all like it. I've been writing raps for Sean's movies, going way back to Mangrove Slasher 2. I met him in Sarasota on the set, did a story with him, and the rest is history. Got a song on Mangrove Slasher, Cannibal Comedian, Big Top Evil. Can we talk about Area?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Area 5150 coming soon. We got something on that too. So just love working with this dude, man. It's great. Happy to be a part of the movie.
All right, so we got Cannibal Comedian 2 that's working its way on up. But now that we mentioned Area 5150, we get a little insight on that, since we kind of understand Cannibal Comedian with there being a sequel, and apparently there's a second Cannibal Comedian now.
We'll see.
It's up to
you guys.
So let's, 5150.
Yeah, Area 5150. I like to say it's like The Hills Have Eyes meets Alien with some slapstick, Three Stooges comedy in there. And that I went back to I'd say the Big Top Evil days, where I just so many locations, so many characters. This one was way more intimate, and following Charlie's story and everything. And Area 5150 is just kick the door down. We had car fucking flips and helicopter landings. Still low budget, but I just meet people. I met this pilot and we did an illegal landing for a scene. And
I guess it's not being filmed right now.
yeah. So yeah, and that's his name is him. Yeah. So that movie also has Felissa Rose and Vernon Wells is in it, and they're fantastic in the movie. We're really excited about that. That we also shot a lot of it out in Morongo Valley, high desert, closer to Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley in California. So that one we're really excited about. But yeah, again, there's probably 50 locations, a ton of weirdo characters that I love, and they're all they're all part of it too. So yeah, that should be fun. And it's basis of a podcaster who's down and out, and he wants to do well with his podcast, and it's about aliens and conspiracy theories, and he's going to go out to Area 51 with his girlfriend and his best friend, and then they end up something happens. There's outside the gate of Area 51 there's kind of the Hills Have Eyes cannibal family, and then inside the gate they're fucking doing experiments, and so we go back and forth with the aliens and then these three get in the mix of that. So there's a lot of fun to make.
Like horror meets sci-fi.
Yeah, horror meets sci-fi with action.
Horrify.
Oh my god.
Thank you, that's my time.
Horror. That's 5150. But we're super proud of this film. I just did. I'm glad it's finally at a point where I can actually sit back and eat popcorn and watch it, because it just took so long and so much time. And I want to thank also that couldn't make it is Ryan James, who helped co-produce.
Ryan is not here.
Yeah.
And
he was a big,
amazing. Yeah.
he's
He's still alive. Yeah.
Very important to this project, and making it and polishing it and reworking bits and stuff like that. So, yeah.
And Keith, with He Sees All, awesome editing, by the way. Absolutely love that. Quick pace, and it's just ooh, you felt it. So, what's next?
Well, so if you noticed our shirts, we're trying to get the word out. Misfit Parade is our production company, so we shot 2 new shorts last weekend. We have another short that's only 40 seconds long, called Scraps. It's out on YouTube. So
we're doing the YouTube thing, trying to make a lot of little short films throughout the summer, and we're hoping to eventually get to a horror anthology.
That's
We have scripts, so if you guys have big amounts of money, you can come find us after the show.
I do.
You guys were here for history. This is serendipitous.
Joe, same with you as far as your film was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's a Criterion collection, I think.
And I expect it to be as such. What do you plan on doing next? Because we've seen The Lake Parasite, now we've seen Charlie the Canceled Skeleton. What other fucked up stuff do you have for us?
I thought of a good one this last week, more along the lines of what they were just saying there. More, I like the idea of shorter, doing some that are fun that are just shorter. I think there's a market out there. People just want short, easy to consume horror. But also I got a feature planned, so starting to write that. Hopefully, I'm hoping next year sometime maybe can get something in the works there, get some funding all set. So we'll see. You know I'm going to take it over the top, George. You know it's gonna. I got to get that reaction out of the crowd that we heard today. I think I heard someone behind me saying, "Well, I can never unsee that." So I think like that's. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, perfect. There it is. Yeah. So you know that's the kind of reaction I love to get there. Sorry for traumatizing your son if that's your son right there.
It's constantly looking. Yeah.
All right, now, gotcha. We are at the point where we need to get to the awards ceremony. So I think we should probably wrap it real quick as far, come on, work with me. Where can, we'll start with Sean.
Yeah.
Where can everyone find you, social media, if they want to end up looking up any of your other stuff?
Sure. Yeah, I'm usually on Instagram, and it's just Sean Heights, and it might be Sean_Heights, SEAN_HAITZ, and then I have links to Cannibal Comedian. You can also purchase and buy physical media, and Tubi or Paramount Plus. You can watch Big Top Evil, and then on Amazon Prime I have Mangrove Slasher 2, and then coming next is Area 5150, and I have another one that we're working on too, or just the script wise. But yeah, and Cannibal Comedian is also Cannibal. What is it? I think it's just Cannibal Comedian.
Cannibal
on
Comedian
Instagram.
on anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's enough flyers in the trash cans and stuff on the floor. Find out.
Yeah.
They're abundant. Don't worry.
All right, Hugh.
Misfitparade.net. You can go there, sign up for our newsletter. We'll update you, hopefully working on once a week with all that we're doing. So we're trying to pump out a lot of content, and yeah, check it out. You can follow us on basically any social channel that you subscribe to. Misfitparade.net.
Yeah.
You can find me on OnlyFans.
Yes.
No, I say it with everyone else. If you find one of the flyers going around, you'll get links and all. But I think my Instagram is this is my first time. So that's an easy
Hi, I'm
one to
cop number
remember.
3.
Or you can just look up the movie named Charlie the Canceled Skeleton as well.
Is that your OnlyFans?
That is. Charlie and I both have separate competing OnlyFans accounts. So.
Take my damn money. All right, let's get to this award ceremony. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.